Happy Life, Chapter 95. Rein in the impulses that result from ungoverned instincts. Act under the command of reason. It is true that good sentiments must melt the ice of rational logic, but oftentimes indifference or aggression need the vigilance of reason. Brain and heart must work together, providing the advantages of both balance and moderation for a healthy life. Listen with your heart and act with your reason, each in appropriate measure. Of course, this lesson is a goal that we have to continue to work towards our lives. It's very difficult to find this balance between reason and sentiment, between the brain and the heart. But that is precisely what the journey is about. It's about the development of reason, understanding more and more. Being able to be humans means that we have the instincts of the animals, of the more primitive beings, which is natural. We are in this physical body. We need instincts in order to survive. But what's going to make us humans, as we read in the Spirit's book, is precisely the ability to develop our intelligence and use the intelligence to override our instincts and use our sentiments to at times override the instincts that are instincts of aggression, for example, instincts of survival, where we used to, we wanted to fight in order to preserve our lives, for example. So being humans means that we can think and we can realize the presence of the instinct, our willingness to, for example, get back to someone, our impulse to be hostile, our impulse to attack, to be mean, to be destructive. But then we can rationalize and we can say, although I have these tendencies still within me, I am capable of thinking and acting differently than what my instinct is asking me to do. So this is what makes us humans and differentiates us from the animals, is that we can think. And in thinking, we can reason and we can make choices. They're not only instinctive, but also they are coming out, they're the outcome of reason and determining whether that specific action is going to bring us a good outcome. And a good outcome is always an outcome of peace, of harmony, right? Now, sometimes our reasoning can be a little cold, and it's important that we also add sentiments, our emotions, our feelings, such as feelings of empathy. It's very important, and it is the key for our relationships to be able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and act according to what Jesus taught us, right? To do to others what we would like to be done to ourselves. So Joanna is going to tell us, it is true that good sentiments must melt the ice of rational logic, but oftentimes indifference and or aggression need the vigilance of reason. So along with what we have already talked about, brain and heart must work together, providing the advantage of both balance and moderation for a healthy life. So if we are too sentimental and not able to reason at times, these bunch of emotions can work not necessarily for the well-being of others or our own. We can end up hurting someone by not understanding that, for example, putting limitations is also an act of love. So we become too complacent, and that is not necessarily love. So as you see, it's very difficult, and it does require a good balance. And I certainly don't have the answer for what that good balance is, because that's something that we all seeking to achieve. But the lesson is, listen with your heart and act with your reason. So always trying to bring to all situations our feelings, our emotions, yes, very important, but also reasoning, because we are, after all, intelligent beings of the creation.